I saw a few months ago a Korean TV show. It called Twinkling Watermelon. Really good show, by the way. I was really drawn to the main character. The family of this main character is deaf. Okay, so he's the only one who can speak. He always wanted to be a doctor, and he was like that nerdy kid who always has like high marks because he planned to be a doctor, like what his family wanted him to be, because he wanted to be successful and the rest of all of that. But when he was younger, he was practicing like the guitar. He really likes that instrument. He met like with an old man who teach them how to like play this guitar, and he kind of fall in love. He really falls in love with this instrument. Not kind actually. And even though not nobody is in the family can hear him, but he was really enjoying playing the guitar, and that enjoyment did not stop. He actually complete on using this instrument and playing with it even after he got older. But he never told that to his family. He always have like a specific schedule, like in the place where he study in, and have like reminders that you have to be a doctor so you can make your family proud, and you have to be a doctor because make it for your family, do it for your family. And somehow when his dad one day find out, that definitely he's going to find out about him playing the guitar, his dad basically felt betrayed, but like somehow he did not tell his family that. Besides that, they cannot hear him, but somehow he always have this deep need to become a doctor so he can please his family, because somehow being a doctor is the only way that you are successful. Like, you're not going to succeed if you played the guitar. Besides that, his family is deaf, but like somehow he did, like, the only way that you can succeed is becoming a doctor. And I was like, wait a minute, we actually think that somehow this is the way it is, and actually in our society as well. We think that success has to look in a specific ways, and somehow we've brainwashed from our childhood that. And it made me really realize that one of the most dangerous thing about success is that nobody really asks us to define it. We're just like handed from our childhood a definition for a success. A good grades, a specific university that you have to go to in this specific timeline, a specific look of a house, being a quiet kid and not doing anything. And because everyone around us is chasing the same things, we assume we should want them too. And it's from our childhood. We confuse what we actually want with what we've been taught to want. We were giving some definitions of success, like the kids with the highest mark is definitely successful and the smart one, and the kid who is polite is definitely the nicest and the sweetest one, and someone with the biggest house has to be successful, and the other people who does not have like big houses as him is not that successful at all. And what's the point, like? And by time our minds start making connections, achievement equals worth, so you just want to get those things without even questioning and asking yourself if you actually want them. And that's a huge difference, because you could spend years improving in something that you didn't even chose to want to be in it in the first place. You didn't even want this thing, but somehow you want to improve in it, but like you don't even want it, so what's the point? And I am speaking about the things that somehow you've been forced to like and forced to choose, not the things that you actually like and you want to choose. So that's the point that I'm speaking about. Sometimes we don't want the success, we want what we think success will make us feel. And I know it's crazy. Sometimes you want the fame, like the actual fame, because you want the recognition. you want to be recognized. You want the perfect body because you want more confidence. You want this specific project to succeed because you want to prove to yourself that you are capable. And here is the problem: some people choose the symbol instead of the feeling that they are seeking behind it. Someone might discover that the thing they thought would make them happy is not actually what they need at all. Like, you want to be a doctor or a specific in a specific position just because you want to like prove something for specific people, or like that make sure to appear in a specific way, but you don't actually want the thing. You don't want this specific position for yourself. You don't actually want it. You just want the meaning that it will give you. That's why you choose it, because you want the meaning that you think that thing will give you the meaning. But you can actually find that meaning in the thing that you actually wanted, but you choose that because you think it will give you that. And I think the main reason of this is because we always in a rush. We always in a rush. We are afraid of other people's judgment and thinking to ourselves that they definitely have it better than us, and somehow all of a sudden we end up being in like this competition. And other people success can become your personal pressure, and this is where comparison comes in. You see someone in like your own age has a career and travels all the time and has many relationships and a certain or like a specific body type and a specific business, and suddenly you think their timelines becomes your deadline, like, because you start feeling like you are behind, even though you never actually decided where you were going. That's why we rush into success in like being successful in a specific thing that you don't actually want. You just want it because you want to prove something to others, because you want to prove something to them, but you didn't even actually want this thing. But you're not even sure if you want it. So why do you rush into something you don't actually want? And somehow, let's say somehow you rush into this thing just to prove something to people, or like think to yourself that this is the only thing that is going to succeed. And somehow, even though you don't want it and you don't like it, somehow you succeed in it. Let's say it. Success without alignment can feel like a failure. You might succeed in this thing that you thought that will give you this happiness, or like this specific feeling of having this specific position, but somehow you remain unhappy. You feel like a weird emptiness within yourself, and you have like this weird feeling in your chest, not because you are ungrateful, but because you succeeded at something that does not even represent you and who you are. That's not you. You chose something that's not you. And about this, I was really shook when I saw it in real life. I know this girl for a long time. She is an amazing painter. I was so shook when I saw her painting. She is an artist. Like, she draw and paint like, mashallah, it's like something easy. Like, she make it easy and she make it like everybody can do it. And I was really shook. But somehow she believed that this is not a career that she can succeed in, or like it's a career actually at all. But somehow she thinks that to herself. So she chose another job. And always when she like show up to this job, she always talk like really negative about it. Like, she hate it. But she actually succeed in this job. She do it perfectly. But she hates it. She always speak negatively, like with negativity about it. I was like, why are you doing this to yourself? Success is not about becoming someone impressive. If you do anything for like the sake of other people, you will never actually feel fulfilled. Success is about building a life that actually impresses you, because this is your own life. You have to impress you in the first place. You are the one who has to be impressed by your achievement, not everybody else, not everybody around you. I was so shocked to see it because I never thought there like people like this in like real life. But it's actually true. We have a specific titles for success, and success has to come like under a specific names and a specific career and a specific things that you have to do. But if you actually pause and look the actual reality in life, people out there be succeeding in like the most silliest things, and you actually got shook at it. These people bring like build an actual empires out of the thing that they liked, and this is really genius. But why do we do this to ourselves? You force yourself into like specific title of success, and you have to do this thing because you want to prove to some people, or even you think to yourself like this is the only way, but you don't actually want it, so somehow you force it to yourself. But other people's out there be succeeding in everything that they actually love, and they actually build like a whole life, a whole successful life, just because they actually practice the thing that they liked. They didn't fell like into this trap of like moving with everybody and doing what everybody else is doing. So why don't you succeed in what you like? This is the best thing about humans. They are different. They are interested in many different things that might other people be interested in and other people are not. And that's the best thing about everyone. So you have your own art in something, use it and present it for people so you can have fun while building the life that you actually want. Thanks for watching.